We'll take a look at the tail of the tape and see a few things. Bella Henry's a bit taller. She's heavier. She's 3 years younger, and she has a longer reach. So everything favors Bella Henry. All right, here's Dan Hennessy.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of corporate female featherweight boxing action. It is sponsored by The Rock. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. She enters the ring wearing solid black trunks. She weighed in at 56.92 kgs. She hails from Auckland, New Zealand. She's the daughter of Paul Henry, a beauty in the Geek Star, now working for MediaWorks. She is on debut here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Bella Henry! And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, enters the ring wearing black trunks with white trim. She weighed in at 53.35 kgs. She hails from Christchurch, New Zealand, one of the most controversial reality TV stars, applying her craft to The Bachelor. She finds herself in the ring tonight, fighting Bella and all the haters. Ladies and gentlemen, she is also on debut tonight. This is Naz Khanjani!
And even though the fight is sponsored by The Rock,
Jeff Nelson's instructions.
She has her own sponsor, Daryl McLaughlin, down at Christchurch. So let's see what happens here as Jeff gives the instructions.
Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. There's the belt line, nothing below that. Touch them up, touch your gloves. Good luck to both of you. Go back to your corners and wait for the bell.
Corporate rules, 10-point must-scoring system. There is a standing 8 count. There's no 3 knockdown rule. And the referee pretty much does what he wants in these corporate rules fights. But these are 2-minute rounds, both of them on their debuts. Henry worked for 7 weeks to get ready for this. She's aggressive. She'll go with a straight right hand. Brian Barry and Tanya Barry work the corner of Naz, and she wants to try and work the body right away. And Naz does. Right to the body twice with the right hand. Henry kind of pawing. She came in, throws out the left hand, but nothing behind it at all. Naz came with the malice of forethought.
Yeah, there's a bit of need to work on a little bit of range, Bella Henry. Naz drifting away from that right hand. She's had the advantage of having trained for this before. Brian Barry did mention that compared to his first camp, this has been a lot better. She lands a left hook, right hand.
By the way, to keep them straight, Naz is the one that has the blue headgear on and the white trim on the top of her trunks.
Straight right hand to the body there. She just looks a little more comfortable in the ring. Both girls with their 16-ounce pillows, nice and high.
Bella Henry kind of throws out her jab, and there's nothing there. Of course, she doesn't step up into it. She caught her with a little bit of a right hand, but no damage done at all. Meanwhile, Naz looks a little bit more like a boxer, and she's doing a nice job downstairs to her. She's not hurting Henry because you mentioned the pillows are 16-ounce gloves, and, well, they've never been hit before, though, Mike.
No, absolutely. She's keeping composure. I like the way that Naz, she's throwing the left hook off the right hand, which works quite well upstairs, downstairs. Bella Henry's just trying to find her range, and there was a kitchen sink and a chimney thrown with that one.
Just nothing offensively is working for Bella. She came in very relaxed, but look at these jabs out here. I mean, she's just kind of operating on, what do you call that, automatic?
Yeah, just a little unsure of where she's at. She's, of course, just had the 7 weeks of training at Boxing Alley.
She's got to step up into the jab and make the jab touch her. And the way she's fighting, nothing's going to happen. And Naz has won this first round as the bell is coming up very, very quickly here.
Yeah, a couple of wide arm slaps from Khanjani, the Persian princess. She heads back to her corner at the end of round 1.
So Naz wins the first round 10-9 on the score sheets. You know the story behind Naz, the reality TV star, very controversial. She was ill before her last scheduled fight, so as Mike said, that she had the opportunity to train with Brian Barry and Tanya Barry for quite a while before. That's Brian standing there and Tanya in the ring with Naz. 4 weeks training for this one. She works in the beauty and fitness industry. She's studying to be a personal trainer.
Recently returned to Christchurch from overseas. We look at Bella Henry looking to try and roll with the right hand, but she hasn't got her timing off. And then some handbags and a couple of anvils as well from Khanjani. the shorter and smaller Persian fighter.
Bella Henry, of course, is a former star beauty in the gi, the daughter of the very famous Paul Henry here in New Zealand. Called out Naz, so they get to fight, and things aren't going well for Henry. Let's see if she gets a little wilder in this round and tries to get into the fight.
Bella Henry just not reacting to the shots as they come, although she did try and roll with that right hand. Naz really starting to get some leverage on the right hand dig to the body. Of course, Paul Henry is ringside in Bella's red corner, watching his daughter very closely.
Bella just can't get any offense going at all, and the body shots that Naz are landing are pretty effective, I'd say. And his Bella trying to pick it up a little bit. Look at this.
Referee might be getting a little bit close there. Bella's all at sea. Good body shots from Naz again.
Well, she didn't do anything in the first round, and now she's gone straight. Look at this, pushing her with the jab. So as kind of shaky as she looked in the first round, she's picked it up here in the second round. A minute to go. Now, can she sustain that? Khanjani will try to get to her body again. She's backed off a little bit after taking a pasting for the first minute of this round. But so far in this round, Bella's right back in this fight. She's got to stop throwing that jab when there's nothing there and step in the way she was.
Cracking right hand jolted her head backwards. She's blocking a few too many punches with her face.
Khanjani's mouth is wide open. She's kind of gassed right now. Bella needs to put that attack on him again.
Expended a lot of energy in that first 60-second flurry. Bella, she's also got her mouth open. Gloves glued to the side of her rival headgear, the black and white headgear.
For you people that are watching around the world, it's customary here in New Zealand to have a corporate fight with two well-known personalities, as these two young ladies are, but you're going to see some real hard boxing before this night of boxing is over. I think that Bella's done the job here. I'm giving her the round.
I'm going to have to go the other way, Colonel.
You're still going, Naz?
Yeah, I think Naz landed a lot more clean shots. There's Dad ringside, Daddy's girl.
We'll see. I've got it even. Mike has got Naz winning both the first two rounds, so it'll come down to the judges.
Brian Berry doing a job in the corner there.
They've done a nice job too, Mike, in that her body shot. She's gassed right now. I don't know why she's not sitting down, but
yeah, she just breathed in when she should have just swallowed, unfortunately. Just the water went down the wrong way. Bella Henry, she's breathing hard, but she's pretty composed, looking into the corner.
It's amazing how much she seemed to enjoy coming out. Just absolutely no nerves whatsoever.
Well, Colonel, it is a stage of sorts after all, just with a little bit of pain attached as we're underway with round 3.
Here we go, third man in the ring, Jeff Nelson, doing a nice job with these ladies. As Naz trying to slip under the body with a wide hook shot. Nothing caught it. Bella clips her. Again, Naz has the white trim on her black skirt trunks. Blue headgear.
Khanjani just touching her with the jab, coming over the top with that wild left hook again.
Khanjani, for all that I heard, was such a, well, I suppose a not nice person is the way to put it, but I met her yesterday for the first time. She seemed like an absolutely charming person to me, so I don't know what it's all about, but that's reality TV. They make it go any way they want.
Just because it's on the telly doesn't necessarily make it real. I think she became more famous for not having a lot of internal monologue. And there's another left hook that landed.
Naz Khanjani with the white trim again. She throws both hands out this time. Bella hasn't seemed to do too much in this round at all. 1 minute gone and 1 minute to go.
Khanjani's just taken, she's just stepped back a little bit. She's pot-shotting more in this round. And she's a little quicker. She gets in lower and manages to ghost away at a range. Henry only really makes the pace when Khanjani stands in front of her.
Well, she certainly telegraphs her right hand, because every time before she throws her right hand out, she has this little dip with her left elbow, and now she takes a crack from Khanjani. Well, Naz is doing enough to win this round, and with 26, 25, 24 seconds to go in the fight. Both of them are gassed, so the pace is slowed down, as you can see, significantly.
Khanjani just needs to be cautious. She's circling to her right. If Henry lengthens out her right hand, but at this point, doesn't look like there's a lot of venom on it anyway.
Not too bad for two beauty queens to get our night underway here in Sky Arena.
There's the 10 seconds of the final spark. It's the end of our first corporate fight of the evening.
And I scored this fight, 2 rounds for Naz, 1 for Henry. We'll see how the judges have it, but I think Naz has won the fight. Coming up after this, a 4-rounder featuring John Parker and Ratu Dawai, fighting at a catch weight of 85 kg.
Looking forward to seeing whether the younger brother, 21 years old, after a pretty extensive amateur background, but 4 years off, how he shapes up in that cruiserweight bout.
Brian very happy with the work that his charge did. Craig Stenaway, the Vice President of Communications there for Duco. Girls very friendly after the fight. A lot of pressure off.
Paul Henry there, I think he was full of admiration for his daughter getting in there and ticking one off the bucket list. And what an impressive stage for them to do it. If you're not familiar with the corporate boxing scene in New Zealand, we often have those in the undercards of bouts.
You're watching Burger King Road to the Title, brought to you by Burger King, the way burgers are meant to be. Burger King has been there right from the start, showing a true dedication to Joseph's Road to the Title. The main sponsor, Burger King. The sponsor of this fight has been The Rock. We're waiting for the judges to get the scorecards tabulated. I scored a 29-28 for Naz, and I assume that you had it all 3 for Naz.
Yep. 30-27.
One way or the other, Naz wins the fight.
We're pretty certain. Peter Leach there, he's always been a great supporter of league and boxing in New Zealand.
All right, Dan Hennessy is standing by, so let's throw it up to the lieutenant. Here's Dan Hennessy.
Fighters to the center ring, please. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for these 2 fighters for the first fight of the night. That was awesome. After 3 rounds of female featherweight corporate boxing action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this competition 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, Naz Khanjani. And a round of applause, please, for a very game Bella Henry.
Well, Naz, judging by the reaction at the end there, you're obviously very happy with the result.
I am. You know, it has not been an easy journey for me at all to get here. I've been through hell and back. So to have my hand raised there, it means everything to me. Everything. Yeah.
Did you expect Bella Henry to be so tough? She took a beating, she still kept coming forward, and she looked to retaliate herself.
Look, I didn't know what to expect coming into the ring, but I give her so much respect. That's why I went over there and hugged her, because I know how tough it is to get in the ring. All the hard work that goes into it, the emotions, everything. So to take my hat off to her, she's done a really great job. It was a good fight.
Well, second time lucky for you, the last time you were in hospital. How do you rate your overall performance of training and getting through the ropes into the square office?
Tough. Yeah, I mean, being in hospital last time, I overdid it way too much last time. This time it was just a more calm and easier approach, and it definitely pulled off. And listening to my trainer, Tanya, Brian Berry, definitely pays off.
Here you go, your winner of fight number 1, Naz Khanjani.